Everybody ready? All set? Okay. Thanks for joining me here today. The last month has been incredibly emotional for many families who have children with autism, and I understand that. I'm here today so we can move forward together, which is why I'm announcing enhancements to our plan. My parliamentary assistant, Amy Fee, has been an important aspect in all of this. Amy, as a mother of 2 children with autism, has been a real leader. She's made recommendations to me based on her consultations and her lived experience. I give her full credit for the enhancements that our Government for the People will be making to Ontario's autism program. I'm also grateful to Premier Ford. The Premier has listened to Amy and I and the concerns of Ontario families. Thanks to him, Ontario will now spend the most per capita on autism in North America. And that's why we will continue our plan on April 1st to eliminate the wait list of 75% of the children with autism who've been denied support by their Ontario government over the course of the next 18 months. We will do this, as I've mentioned many times, by doubling our investment into diagnostic hubs, moving to a childhood budget of up to $140,000 per child until age 18 within a direct funding model, and we will allow parents to choose how they spend it. This is a good plan, it is a fair plan, and it is the right plan. Here's where I will be enhancing the plan. Parents told us that they wanted to spend their childhood budget on private, occupational, and speech and language therapy. We agree. So we'll expand that choice. Parents told us that income testing wasn't a great idea. We've listened, so we'll end that. Parents were right when they said that autism is a spectrum and that there are different needs for children on the spectrum. So for the next few months, I'll take their input to best assess how we better support those with complex needs and provide additional supports for them. And parents of children currently in service have expressed their anxiety over ending the service that they currently have. While we empathize with them, and our priority has been and always will be to eliminate the wait list for the 3 of 4 children currently without service, I will extend their contracts for an additional 6 months. Our motivation has been and always will be to ensure all children with autism get a level of support from their Ontario government. I could not, in good conscience, continue to deny 75% of the children as the previous government did. That was unfair, it was unequitable, and it was unsustainable. I believe that our current plan, augmented with the compassionate enhancements we have announced, will not only deliver on our desire to eliminate the wait list, but will better support children with autism and their families. It's fair, equitable, and as importantly, it's sustainable now and into the future. Our government is for the people. We listen, and we will continue to consult. I've said many times that a diagnosis for a family can be heartbreaking, and it can be confusing. It can mean difficult decisions for a family. I understand that there is no silver bullet in solving this issue, and I know this can be a very emotional topic. I remain committed to supporting all Ontario families, as does my parliamentary assistant, Amy Fee, and our Premier, Doug Ford, as well as our entire Government for the People. The new Ontario Autism Program, with its enhancements, is the best possible program Ontario can deliver, and it is the only program in the history of this province that will support every single child with autism. Happy to take a few questions before question period. You're all yelling. I'm going to go to Chris. Well, we're going to be consulting over the summer on how to best support those children with the most severe needs. So we'll have more of an ability to provide that answer with you. I can tell you we are at a $321 million program. We've added another $10 million to support children's treatment centers. So we're right now at $331 million, and we're prepared to go further to support those enhancements. Alison?
Up until now has been, this is the plan, and that's that. What's changed for you?
Greater flexibility. I've said many times to all of you, the Ministry of Children, Community and Social Services has a lot of responsibilities. We look after children in custody, children in care, refugees fleeing war-torn countries. We support women who are escaping violence, sex trafficking, those with developmental disabilities, those who are on social assistance. There wasn't a lot of flexibility to build a more expensive program, but I can tell you, having spoken with the Premier, myself and my parliamentary assistant Amy Fee, the Premier believes I should have a bit more flexibility, and was granted that, so we were able to build up these enhancements, so we're very excited about that.
Was the plan as originally designed a mistake?
No, we're continuing with the plan. Let me be perfectly clear. Our motivation has been and always will be to eliminate the wait list. 23,000 children languishing on a wait list as a result of the previous Liberal administration was unfair, unequitable, and unsustainable, and it was disgusting. The reason we're here today is we have listened to some parents who have told us that their child's needs are very severe, and we want to make sure that we can best support them. But make no mistake, we are going to continue on April 1st, and I will make no apologies for getting 23,000 children who are left to languish on a wait list off that wait list. That is our priority. That has been our motivation from day one, and will continue to be our motivation.
But what are some other
Marika?
Learned from this process. I mean, until now, you were adamant that this was the right plan going forward, and now you're saying you didn't make a mistake, but you're making pretty significant changes. So what have you learned from this process?
Well, you know what, I think as a government, we came into office very quickly with a lot of modernization plans and transformation plans. This was certainly one of them because we inherited a broken and broke system, thanks to the Ontario Liberal Party. So we've had an opportunity to consult, and we have a bit more flexibility within the ministry now to address these needs. I'm very proud of it, but make no mistake, we're proud. Our plan was the right one. It still is the right one. We're just enhancing it, and we're very happy to be able to do that.
Minister, do you regret the fact that there have to be parents in the gallery, that there have to be thousands of parents on the front lawn, social media outcry before changes were made?
Well, let me be clear. I support peaceful protest. What I don't support are threats to my life, the insults, the personal attacks to my colleagues, to my staff, and to my family, including to my 14-year-old daughter. So again, I'm happy to have people protest this government if it's peaceful, but when it veers into personal attacks and as it has sometimes devolved in the legislature as well as outside that, that's unacceptable, that's outrageous, and I'll call that out just as I would anybody else. Randy?
Are you saying that, you know, isn't it time to turn the temperature down on all of this? Is your hyper-partisanship, partisanship, whatever, however you say it, is that appropriate when you're talking about an issue like this?
I've been very clear. Our motivation has always been to support the 23,000 children who were on a wait list. We're going to continue with that plan. We've made some enhancements. I inherited a broken and broke system, and we have in our government listened. So we're going to continue to move forward with clearing those wait lists. We're going to continue to work with families so over the next few months, so we can best assess how to meet the needs of the kids with most complex challenges. And we're going to continue to move forward that way. And I'm going to continue to implement this plan. So proud today to be able to enhance that. Thanks very much. Going to question period.